Di sesi kali ini ada seorang perempuan yang bertanya, kalau Tuhan menciptakan semuanya, kenapa ada kejahatan? Kenapa sih Tuhan menciptakan kejahatan? Kenapa Tuhan mengizinkan adanya kejahatan? Langsung kita dengar jawaban brilian ini.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Emma.
Hey, Emma.
Hi. I have a question actually about the first fall. That if, God is divine and has created everything, is all knowing, where does the evil part come from? Why did Satan have a fall? Where does that come from?
Why does evil exist if God is good? Why did Satan fall? Couldn't God have just created a world without pain, suffering, and rebellion? If Lucifer was in the presence of God and still rebelled, what does that say about us? These aren't just philosophical musings. They're the questions that haunt every soul who has ever felt the sting of injustice, betrayal, or suffering. Today, we're diving deep into a question that challenges both believers and skeptics. Where did evil begin, and why didn't God stop it? If you've ever wondered why an all-powerful God would allow Satan to fall, or how a perfect being could even desire to sin, stay with us. This debate isn't just about ancient theology, it's about how we understand God, ourselves, and the battle between good and evil that still rages today.
Well, God didn't create it. I know some people say, in Isaiah 45, it says, I create evil. No, that's a bad translation. It means I create judgment. I create calamity to judge. God didn't create evil, but he created the possibility for evil by giving us free will.
Sure.
He gave the angels free will. He gave us free will. Now, the Bible does not describe in any detail the fall of Satan. It mentions it, but it doesn't describe how it happened, what happened.
Right.
You have to read between the lines. You got to speculate a lot.
That can be problematic.
Yes.
So that's why I'm asking.
And a lot of questions that start with why didn't God do X are going to involve speculation unless we have evidence somewhere in the scriptures for him telling us. So God gave us free will, and some obviously decided to use it for evil. And we all have decided to use it for evil. But some angelic beings apparently did as well.
Yeah, I guess the question would be just where does that come from? I understand the free will, the decision, good versus...
What do you mean, where does what come from?
Where does the evil come from? Where is it originated from?
Well, it's with a free choice. It could have been that Satan decided he wanted to be in charge, right?
I don't mean to sound argumentative, but where would he have the desire to become evil, to want that power, to want that godly power that would then lead to his fall?
Well, you can't go on an infinite regress of causes.
Okay.
Ultimately, you got to start somewhere.
Okay.
And it could have just been, for whatever reason, it's not explained, Satan said, I want that. And the way I'm going to get it is to disobey God.
Sure. Okay.
Right?
So kind of understanding that logic
Yeah.
will only get you but so
Yeah,
far.
you can't keep going on and saying, what caused that? What caused that? What
Sure.
caused this? Eventually, you're gonna arrive at a free will decision.
Okay. Thank
All right.
you. Thanks.
Hey, one other thing I got to mention. There's a difference between cause and condition,
Okay.
meaning that the cause of, say, a fire might be someone throwing a match, but the condition for a fire is you need fuel, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so sometimes we confuse the two. What was the cause of Satan deciding to rebel? We don't know because it's not explained, but maybe the condition was he saw something he wanted, and then he decided he wanted it, to get it. All right?
Yeah. I got
Okay.
it. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Ya, jadi memang banyak mungkin ya yang bertanya hal yang serupa. Banyak yang meragukan. Betul, ya oke, kita kritis, it's okay. Tapi memang sometimes kita juga perlu percaya dengan iman. Kalau kita semua butuh jawaban yang logik dulu, yang bisa masuk di kepala, yang bisa masuk di akal, sepertinya cuma sedikit banget dari apa yang ada di dunia ini yang bisa kita masukkan ke kepala yang segede bakpao ini. Kita nggak bisa mengerti segala hal. Banyak ayat firman Tuhan yang coba aku bacain beberapa aja. Misalnya di Yesaya 55 ayat 8-9 ya. Sebab rancanganku bukanlah rancanganmu dan jalanmu bukanlah jalanku. Itu firman Tuhan. Terus ada Pengkhotbah 8 ayat 17. Sesungguhnya manusia itu tidak dapat memahami pekerjaan yang dilakukan Allah di bawah matahari. Terus Amsal 16 ayat 9. Hati manusia memikir-mikirkan jalannya, tetapi Tuhanlah yang menentukan arah langkahnya. Jadi banyak banget memang gak semua hal itu bisa kita mengerti. Apalagi cuman kayak karena rasa penasaran, kenapa sih diciptakan ini, kenapa begini, kenapa begitu. Ya oke, mungkin sometimes ada jawabannya, tapi memang sometimes juga itu free will. Kenapa Tuhan izinkan penyakit terjadi? Kenapa Tuhan izinkan ini terjadi? Bencana alam terjadi atau apa? Ya dunia ini juga udah penuh dengan dosa, udah dari Adam dan Hawa, udah dari lama. Tapi kalau ditanya exactly kenapa Tuhan? Ya gue bukan Tuhan untuk menjawab, tidak ada manusia yang bisa mewakili mungkin gitu ya. Nanti kalau kita udah di surga, tanyalah sama Tuhan. Biar kita bisa mengerti. Tapi untuk saat ini kita cuma bisa lihat positifnya aja. Kenapa bencana terjadi? Kenapa sakit terjadi? Sometimes dari kesakitan itu kita belajar banyak hal. Sometimes dari kesakitan itu kita merasa kita nggak bisa dan akhirnya kita ngandelin Tuhan. Kalau kita sehat-sehat terus kita nggak bisa ngandelin Tuhan tuh. Berasa diri gue bisa sendiri, gue nggak perlu butuh bantuan. Nah, waktu sakit terbaring lemah, akhirnya caranya apa? Aduh Tuhan tolong. Sebenarnya itu yang dia mau kan, bukan dia mau kamu sakit. Tapi dari waktu kamu dikasih kesehatan pun kamu nggak mau bilang Tuhan tolong. Pas sakit deh baru mau. Ya udah dikasih sakit. Tapi nggak bisa dipukul rata semua kayak begitu juga. Ini makanya kompleks nih gitu ya. Nggak semua orang yang sakit tuh memang rencananya Tuhan mau dia sakit gitu ya. Nggak juga. Ada yang kita sakit emang karena kita nggak wise aja jaga diri. Tidur malam atau misalnya hujan-hujanan atau apa gitu. Ada banyak banget faktornya dan kita nggak bisa tuh masuk di kepala kita semuanya langsung sekaligus. Langsung ngerti. Oh ini karena ini karena ini. Banyak banget faktornya, sangat banyak. Nah, yang bisa kita lakukan sekarang daripada mungkin bertanya-tanya seperti itu adalah udah kita bangun hubungan aja sama Tuhan. Makin dalam lagi, makin dalam lagi, makin dalam lagi. Baca firman Tuhan, makin dalam, makin dalam, makin dalam lagi. Biar apa? Hubungan kita sama Tuhan itu boleh makin dekat, makin akrab, makin intim. Dan kalau kita seperti itu, Tuhan pasti mau kasih tahu rencananya lebih lagi. Karena kita nggak bisa ngerti rencananya. Kita butuh dibimbing sama dia secara langsung, close, head to head, coach, gembala dia, kita dombanya. Domba mungkin nggak selalu ngerti kenapa gembala suruh kita belok sini pas domba jalan gitu ya. Kenapa belok situ? Kan bisa terus aja kayaknya nyampe. Ya kita mungkin nggak tahu di depan sana ada singa, ada beruang, ada harimau. Makanya kita disuruh mutar. Kayak domba mah protes-protes aja kali. Domba sih nggak ya kita yang suka protes. Jangan sampai domba lebih taat daripada kita. Yang suka berontak tuh kambing tuh. Ya kita domba apa kambing nih. Itu aja mungkin untuk video kali ini. Kalau teman-teman mau baca lebih lagi, coba baca di Mazmur 23. Itu seluruh pasal coba dibaca itu tentang dia adalah gembala yang baik. Itu bagus banget. Mazmur 23. Itu aja, jangan lupa di-share, di-subscribe, di-like juga boleh. Tulis di kolom komen kalau kamu ada tanggapan. God bless you.